Hey, Leo, welcome to your October reading. So, got a solar eclipse happening in your third house on October 2nd. New moons always indicate a fresh start, but this one is sitting next to the South Node. South Node points to where we've been, what we've gotten our master's degree in, and places that we basically don't need to retread, lessons we've already learned. So, this eclipse is asking us to release and recalibrate. What do you maybe need to consider releasing around the way that you communicate? There might be maybe you're a little bit of a people pleaser, and there are certain things that you've needed to say that it hasn't felt comfortable to say because, like, oh, that's going to put somebody off, or that's going to, throw this set of people off, and I really want everybody to like me, or whatever. Libra things, slash, like, Leo relating to Libra things. There's a reason that Leo's third house is Libra, because it's like, yeah, the charm. We want to be able to charm everybody with the way that we talk and have everybody respect us and admire us. But that is impossible when we're holding to our principles, when we're holding to our true values. Do you know what I'm saying? Things to think about as we get into your reading. So let's get into the story of your month. See where you've been, where you're standing now, and the likely future based on your past and present decisions. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your love and attention. Those who guard and guide Leo. Leo Moon, Leo Sun, Leo Rising, Leo Dominant People, Spirit. Thank you for showing up for all of those who carry the archetype of Leo. We want to know what they need to know this month for their highest good, Spirit. The truth. What cosmic themes are applying for Leo in the month of October? What do you want to make them most aware of, Spirit, to bring Leo closer to their dreams? Abundance, ease, peace, joy, fulfillment, growth, adventure, love, true self-expression. These are all things I'm hearing, Leo. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to point out to them? And how would you guide Leo to navigate these themes in the month of October for their highest good? For their highest good, Spirit, what do they need to know? What's showing up? What's the climate like? And what's your guidance for Leo? What is your guidance for Leo people in the month of October, Spirit? From your big picture perspective, we want to know what you can see and what you would share if you were standing here to help Leo orient to their highest good. And of course, we're pulling a persona card to see how you're showing up and what Spirit most wants to highlight about you in the month of October. I'm hearing spotlight. Okay, let's see what's up. Let's get into these cards. Wow. Spotlight. Very, wow. Very, very, very powerful cards, Leo. You're going through a big, big transformation. Wow. When I say big, I mean like you know how we talk about the end of a chapter? Spirit's talking about this is like the end of a book when it's like there to be continued. Like, here's, now you finished book 1, now we're on to book 2, not chapter 1, book. Like, big, big, this is done and something else is beginning. And I feel like big overview things, right? There's a delay in this big move. And in the delay, in the, if we thought of it as going to bed the night before, and, when you wake up, metaphorically speaking, when the dark not part passes, you'll wake up and things will make sense and you'll be able to get on your way, right? But now in the dark, you sleep through part of that, but also you might have a dream or two about this thing because it's such a big thing. And maybe you have a nightmare or two about this thing because it's such a big thing. Now, I want to invite you to see that as an opportunity rather than a threat. Okay? We're going to talk about it. Okay. So Let us start with the brightness of your light. You are coming through as the Queen of Wands, Leo. Queen of Fire. Love to see it. Nothing to do with sex and gender. Everything to do with kings are like conquerors. Queens are creators. Queens hold communities and such. So families or friends holding court. You might say the Queen of Wands is the charmer. She's also, she's a great cheerleader. She sees the positives in other people, the skills and the light in other people, and she helps them turn up the volume on their own light. So that's you. And I want to jump from there straight to your guidance, the Ace of Wands, your torch, your fire, your spirit. I'm showing you this because I'm thinking of the light inside you that is so bright that other people are attracted to. Again, Queen of Wands things. They can feel your warmth. They can feel your true love for humanity and your desire to be a good person, to do good things, to be a part of good things. So Ace of Wands, gosh, okay, Spirit is saying it's really important that you retain your spark even as you go through this facing up to the devil. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Sitting in the past, 10 of Swords. I feel like this has been kind of a major theme for Leo, and Pluto, the planet, has been dancing on the end of Capricorn and just beginning to get into Aquarius. Aquarius is Leo's opposite sign, so I feel like there's been a little over really letting something decay and die and really be done. And it feels like there's always the opportunity to kind of pick it back up again and keep gnawing on that dead old bone. You know what I mean? I know I buried this, but maybe I could just dig it up and chew on it a little bit more. Do what you want. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's an opportunity that you will have during this delay. Ten of Swords. Listen, the reason Spirit is talking about like gnawing on an old bone is like you really have gotten all the juice there is out of this thing, and you can really let it go. You don't need to keep going back to the scene of the crime and hurting yourself. So, I don't feel like there's anything to resurrect there. I don't feel like there's anything to dig up. I don't think you're going to get new information from it. That's what I'm hearing for some of you is like, but I'm looking for like, but why did they do that? Or why did they feel that way? Or whatever. And again, you need to do what you want. You trust your own intuition above all. That's really important. And for those of you for whom that resonates and you might be like, oh man, I feel a little bit seen. I feel a little bit like, that might be me digging up that old bone. Maybe not. So, present moment, the devil. Facing, okay, and this is where I say this is an opportunity, because yes, when nobody likes to see the devil in their cards, but that's the whole point, is nobody likes to see the devil. So the whole point is go ahead and see the devil. Go ahead and look at, and if you're not feeling like this presence of any lowness or heaviness in your life, then maybe you are already in the habit of looking at whatever your shadow might be and kind of managing that. You know what I mean? For example, if you're one of the people who feels maybe a little called out by the bone thing and you're like, ooh, I have been thinking about that, but I've been aware that I've been thinking about that and I've kind of been curating myself. And that's what I'm kind of seeing is some of you like blocking people and things like that on social media to be like, I don't even want to get into that valley of myself. So I'm just going to kind of curate this and take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like knowing your own strength and knowing your own weakness. Spirit's like those are two sides of the same coin. Okay? So for the rest of you, the devil. Where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel small? And look at that and ask yourself, is that a true story? Is that a true story, or is that just a story you've been told or been telling yourself so long that you have kind of integrated it into your mythos? That's what Spirit is saying. Because I feel like it's not a true story. And I feel like you're on the edge of a metamorphosis and a bold shift. And I want to encourage so many of you that it feels like a lot of you are engaging with this on purpose. It's not like, oh, here's like that old temptation creeping up on you again. Some of you could be experiencing it this way, but I'm feeling like for a lot of you, you are looking this square in the eye because you're in the habit of looking things square in the eye and dealing with them. You've got your torch, your Ace of Wands, your soul, your spirit, your guiding light inside. when you bring that in front of the devil, it shrinks them down to what they actually are. You know what I mean? Like, Spirit is reminding me of this old cartoon where Sylvester, if anybody, all my Looney Tunes fans, wow, my cat meowed right then. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that. That was funny. Sylvester the cat gets totally freaked out because he sees this enormous like shadow of a scary ass monster, right? And then it turns out that there was just a mouse standing in front of a spotlight being very clever and using it to cast this shadow. So when you creep up on this thing and bring your light to it, you may find that like, oh, this is something that is not only not evil or malevolent or bad, it's like a very small thing that I actually have all of the power over. So consider that. Bring your torch with you. Question your narratives. Question their origins. Question whether you'd like to carry them around, or maybe are they optional? Looks like they're optional. See the chains at the people's feet in the devil card? Just resting there. They can choose to be chained up, or they can choose to leave them there. That's up to them. That's the trick of the devil. The future. The Hanged One, clarified by the Chariot. The Hanged One, you don't need to know everything all the time. And sometimes in life we are put into a space of limbo, a space of delay, a space of like convalescence, like laying back, bed rest, a layoff, and we're in between things. And for those of you for whom that resonates, don't worry, because it's like a brief, the Hanged One, and then the Chariot. So boom, this is the direction that we're going in. And here's something beautiful. The Chariot is pulled by a white horse and a dark horse, right? And for a lot of human beings, we want to groom and love and give all of the glory to this white horse, because the white horse is our consciousness. It's our goals, it's our skills, it's the things we actually like about ourselves and want other people to see. And then there's our dark horse. There's our shadowy aspects, the things we don't want people to, please don't look at me when I'm insecure. Please don't notice that I get really jealous. Please don't notice that I have rage, whatever. Everybody's dark horse is different. Don't give in to this dumbass idea that you shouldn't take care of your dark horse, that you should try to starve and exile your darker parts, because that is what empowers them and gives them the ability to creep up on you and frighten you and cow you into doing things that are not aligned with your soul. Okay? So the devil in your present moment is actually like a perfect opportunity to go up to that mouse, that dark horse, and start grooming it and feeding it and helping it know that it is part of the tribe. They say that the child who is exiled from the tribe will one day come back and burn the village down. That is true for the parts inside of us. One part of us can sabotage the whole village if it feels like it is not accepted and not loved. Heard? Heard. Okay. Everything else here is so beautiful. The world is the energy around and available to you. That big dream, that big, beautiful fucking vision that you have of completion, of attention on a big scale is what I'm hearing for some of you. World changing is the mission for some of you. It's available to you if you will stay aligned with your soul, if you will keep your light on, keep your heart light on. Eight of Pentacles, hopes and fears. Your money's growing. Your skills are growing. Your life's work, not just your job, not just the thing you do for money, the skill, the thing that you came, the thing that is sculpting your soul, the sculpting that you are doing of your soul, the way that you are expanding as a human being. And that is further confirmed by the Lovers in the key position. This is an opportunity to choose the devil or choose the Lovers, to be guided by your fear, to be guided by love. You know what each one feels like. One will make you bigger, one will make you smaller. Go with your heart light, go with your torch. The Chariot says, and it rhymes with the world and the Eight of Pentacles saying, if you choose it and you work it, it's yours. If you willingly face the obstacles, the Chariot, it's yours. It's like going on a long road trip. I'm going to meet challenges. I'm going to meet detours, obstacles, traffic jams, tire blowouts, and I'm willing to do all of those things because I really want to get where I'm trying to get. Let's go. Well, let's go, Leo. How do you feel? Let me know. What are you going through? Very curious to hear what my fellow Leo placements are going through at this time. Looks like quite a sparkly October. Big story arc happening here. So if you feel a little blah when you first tune in, Face your bluch. Take care of it. Tend to it. It will transform, and you will transform into something else. Thank you for being here, Leo. If you ever want a personal reading, the ways to do that are in the box below. I appreciate your time, and if I don't see you before then, I hope I will see you in your mid-October reading. Bye, Leo.